Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm Louise and today I've got a fun video for you. A few weeks ago I went to Lublin to visit the Maria Curia Sklodowska University, also known as UMCS, which is much easier to pronounce. And there I met Ewa Orłowska and Chmielewska, who are both senior lecturers at the Law and Administration faculty. They both teach English and Legal English. Now, whilst I was at Lublin, I joined in the festivities of the Law and Administration faculty of UMCS because it was celebrating its 70th anniversary. I also gave a presentation to some members of the faculty and to some students about online resources in blended learning. Eva and Gosha showed me around the beautiful city of Lublin, and we also shot another video about a local legend which is called the Legend of the Devil's Paw Imprint, a famous local legend from Lublin which is related to the law and which you can find on my Study Legal English YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and search for Study Legal English. So today I'm going to show you some shots of Lublin and talk in general about the city from a legal perspective. So let's go. Nowadays, there are various common courts operating in Lublin, for example, the district, regional and appellate courts. There is also a training centre called the National School of Judiciary and Prosecutor's Office. However, in the past, Lublin was one of the most important cities of the Kingdom of Poland. In the 15th and 16th centuries, the Polish and Lithuanian nobility held conventions here several times. During one such congress, in 1569, a treaty was signed called the Act of the Union of Lublin, and this established a union between Poland and Lithuania. Poland and Lithuania became one state, known as the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, which was in fact one of the largest countries in Europe at that time. Lublin became an important centre for jurisprudence, laws and courts. From the 16th to the 18th century, the Jewish Supreme Court in Poland operated in Lublin. It was an important city for Jewish culture, commerce and scholarship. In 1578, the Crown Tribunal was established and it operated in Lublin during the spring and summer months. The Crown Tribunal was the highest appellate court for most cases, and it heard appeals against judgments from the lower courts. The Crown Tribunal consisted of 27 secular deputies, that means non-religious people, who were appointed from the nobility, and 6 ecclesiastical deputies, that means religious people, who were appointed by the church. These judges did not normally have formal legal training, and in practice they were often bribed by magnates, this means rich businessmen, and the nobility. This resulted, as you could imagine, in many unfair trials and many unfair judgments being passed. In fact, the most popular legend of Lublin refers to the corruption of the court. This is the legend of the Devil's Paw Imprint, which you can find in another video if you check on my YouTube channel. The story in brief is this. Once there was a woman whose husband died, and there was a dispute as to whether his property should pass to the widow or to a rich magnate. A trial was held to determine this dispute. However, it was not a fair trial. The judges were bribed by the rich man and issued a judgment in his favour. Soon after, the story goes that a devil's court took place. The case was allegedly retried by strange devil judges who issued a judgment in favour of the widow. At the end of the case, one of the devils burnt an imprint of their hand in the desk, which can still be seen in the museum at the Lublin castle even today. It acts as a constant reminder that justice must be done. Not only was Lublin important for the operation of the law, it was also important for legal education. In the interwar period, that is the period between the two world wars, many universities were established in Lublin. In 1918, the Catholic University of Lublin was established, where Polish law was taught. In 1930, the world's largest Jewish school was set up in Lublin. Here, Jewish law was taught, and it became known by some as the Jewish Oxford. However, during World War II, the university was destroyed, and Lublin became a centre of mass extermination of Jews during the Holocaust. In 1944, the Maria Curie Skłodowska University, UMCS, was established, and in 1949 the Faculty of Law here was created. This later became known, as it is known today, as the Faculty of Law and Administration. This year the university celebrated its 75th anniversary, and the Law and Administration faculty celebrated its 70th anniversary. Thousands of students have graduated from the faculty, and employees, past and present, have been judges of the highest judicial authorities, from the Supreme Court, the Supreme Administrative Court, the Constitutional Tribunal, and the State Tribunal. So I hope you found this video helpful and you've learned some new legal English vocabulary as well, and hopefully you've learned a little bit about the lovely city of Lublin. Remember that you can, of course, find the other video about the legend of the Devil's Paw imprint on my YouTube channel, which you can find by searching on YouTube, Study Legal English. When you're there, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the bell notification to make sure that you are notified when I publish other YouTube videos so that you don't miss out on any updates. Of course, you can also do this to the podcast. On your podcast app, just hit follow or subscribe, and this will make sure that you don't miss any podcast episodes. Another thing that you can do to stay up to date is to find me on social media, and you can find me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram just by searching for @LegalEnglisher. Okay, that's @LegalEnglisher. That's Legal English and then with an ER on the end, Legal Englisher. So thanks for watching today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.